Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago, Bears fans. Let's get to the news now. Folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you could shake the NFC North to its core. Rumors are swirling that the Chicago Bears are on the verge of making a blockbuster move that could redefine the team's defensive front and significantly boost their chances of contending for a Super Bowl. And all the chatter points to one name, Aidan Hutchinson, the explosive edge rusher from the Detroit Lions. That's right, the same guy who's been terrorizing quarterbacks all season. Now it looks like he could be heading to the Bears in a trade that could blow up the division, and honestly, change the entire landscape of the NFC North. Sources close to the situation are leaking that the Bears are in serious talks with the Lions about acquiring Hutchinson, who's just 25 years old and in the prime of his career. The deal being discussed involves a first-round pick and a swap of some other assets, and it's reportedly happening because Detroit, sitting at 6'4", is looking to lighten their cap load after Goff's recent extension, and perhaps to focus on building around their offense even more. Meanwhile, the Bears are eyeing Hutchinson as a game-changing addition to their pass rush, which has been a bit inconsistent this season, but with huge potential, especially if paired with the right pieces. Now let's get into the details of Hutchinson's profile, because this isn't just any player. Hutchinson has been a force for Detroit. With a solid record in 2025, in just 10 games, he's accumulated 35 solo tackles, 15 assists, and a remarkable 5 sacks. His pressure rate and ability to disrupt plays have been a key part of Detroit's defense, and his pro football focus grade of 88.4 reflects just how impactful he's been this season. Over his career, he's amassed 32.5 sacks, and his EPA per snap of 0.18 shows he's not just a one-trick pony, he's a consistent threat to quarterbacks. Hutchinson's ability to generate pressure, combined with his knack for forcing turnovers with 2 forced fumbles this year, makes him an ideal fit for a Bears team looking to elevate their defense and create more chaos for opposing offenses. And let's not forget, Hutchinson has battled through injuries this season. An ankle sprain that kept him out for a game or two, but he's returned at full strength with no signs of decline. He's proven to be durable, playing 88% of the snaps, and his recovery has been smooth. That's exactly what the Bears need, a young, talented edge rusher who can anchor their pass rush for years to come. The potential upgrade in their defensive front is enormous, especially considering how much they've struggled at times to pressure quarterbacks consistently. Hutchinson's presence would bring a new level of speed and power off the edge, forcing offensive lines to double-team him less often and opening up opportunities for other pass rushers like Travis Gibson or DeMarcus Walker. Now, why would the Lions even consider trading Hutchinson? Well, their 6'4" record is solid, but they're also making some strategic moves. Detroit's offense, averaging nearly 29.2 points per game, is their bread and butter, but their defense has been a bit leaky, allowing around 27.1 points per game. The Lions' management might see this trade as a way to free up cap space, especially with the $15 million hit they'd take on Goff's contract if they trade him, and to reallocate resources toward their secondary. They're not necessarily caving in, they're just making a calculated move to keep their team flexible and competitive, especially as they look ahead to the playoffs. From Chicago's perspective, acquiring Hutchinson makes a ton of sense. It's a move that could instantly boost their pass rush, which has been a weak spot this season. Adding a player of Hutchinson's caliber could elevate the Bears' defense to new heights, making it tougher for opposing quarterbacks to operate comfortably. Imagine him lining up on the edge with a young, hungry secondary that's starting to find its rhythm. It's exactly the kind of injection of talent and energy that could push the Bears from a decent team into real playoff contenders. The impact of this trade, should it happen, would be felt across the entire division. The Bears' defense would become faster, more aggressive, and more disruptive. They'd be able to generate more sacks, projected around +12 compared to their current totals, and pressure the opposing offenses at a much higher rate, possibly increasing their pressure rate by 25%. This would lead to more turnovers, more forced fumbles, and more opportunities for the Bears' offense to capitalize. Plus, Hutchinson's presence could help reduce the points allowed to their opponents, bringing that number down from around 27 to closer to 22 points per game, a huge boost in today's NFL. And then there's the strategic angle. Adding Hutchinson would also have ripple effects beyond just immediate game impact. For one, it would boost the team's overall defensive efficiency and morale. Having a player who's proven to be a game wrecker in the NFC North would give the Bears a serious boost heading into the final stretch of the season and playoffs. The move could even elevate their odds of making a deep postseason run, with some betting markets already adjusting their Super Bowl odds from +20 to +10 if Hutchinson joins the team. He's a real X-factor, especially against divisional rivals like the Vikings, where his disruption rate could be a game changer. Think about him lining up against their offensive line at +1,400 odds, with a real shot at causing chaos in the playoffs. Of course, this kind of move isn't without risk. The Bears would need to give up valuable draft capital, and there's always the chance that integrating a new player mid-season could take some time. But if they can get Hutchinson to buy into their system quickly, and if he continues to play at the high level he's shown so far, the payoff could be enormous. It's a bold move, but one that speaks to the Bears' aggressive approach to building a contender now rather than later. Looking at the bigger picture, this potential trade signals a shift in how the Bears are approaching their roster. They've been steadily rebuilding, focusing on young talent and cap flexibility, but now they're also looking to make a statement. Bringing in a player like Hutchinson would send a message to the division. Chicago is serious about competing and won't shy away from making big moves to do so. It would also be a clear sign that they're not just trying to patch things up. They're aiming for sustained excellence, for a return to the top of the NFC North and beyond. And for the fans, this kind of move is exactly what we've been hoping for. It gives us hope, excitement, and a new sense of confidence that the Bears are serious about winning. Imagine the roar of the Soldier Field crowd if Hutchinson makes his debut in navy blue and orange, flying off the edge and creating chaos for opposing quarterbacks. That's the kind of energy and hope that can propel a team through the final stretch of the season and into the playoffs, where anything can happen. In closing, while nothing is set in stone yet, the whispers and leaks are enough to get any Bears fan buzzing. Hutchinson's name on the trade block is a game changer, and if this move goes through, it could be the spark that ignites Chicago's Super Bowl dreams. Keep your eyes peeled because this story is developing rapidly, and the impact could be felt for years to come. Whether they land Hutchinson or not, the Bears are clearly positioning themselves as serious contenders once again, and that's the kind of news we've all been waiting for. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think Hutchinson would be the perfect fit for our defense? Are you excited about the possibility of seeing him in navy and orange? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with moves like this, the future looks brighter than ever. Let's keep the passion alive, Bears Nation, because we're in this together and the best is yet to come.